The Bucks have lost another game, losing 116-94 versus the New York Knicks, dropping to 2-7 on the season, sitting 14th in the Eastern Conference. And per reports, they are actively on the trade market trying to upgrade their roster, pretty much calling every team in the league. And Brian Windhorst thinks they are not having much luck. But Giannis had a few interesting things to say in his post-game interview, including telling someone in the Bucks locker room to leave if they don't want to be there.
Ball gotta move, but body gotta move too. But body gotta move. Like if you don't create space, you're not in the right position on the floor. Like you're not gonna be able to get in the paint, no matter what you do. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're willing and your intent is to get in the paint, you gotta be in the right position. You gotta move. You gotta create space for the guys to get in the paint. I feel like sometimes we hold the ball. They play totally opposite from us. Whenever the ball swung, they were driving and kicking. They got so many wide open threes. They got in the paint. Hey, man, if you don't want to be here, you can leave. If you don't want to be here, you can leave. I'm being honest with you. They played great. We wasn't moving the ball. We really was not moving the ball. But we had good intention. But at times, at the end of the day, when you move the ball and the guys hold the ball and they're not driving and kicking, it's not going to look great.
You had said the other day, you're not concerned about outcome, right? It's about what happens, what you can control.
I can't control the outcome, so I cannot be concerned about it.
Right. So is the frustrating part, you mentioned competing, or sometimes there's energy, effort. Like, I feel like those are things that can be controlled.
Yeah.
So is that maybe the frustrating part of this, is that it's sort of the same things in that way of, those are things you as a team can control, but it's still not being fixed.
Did we compete the previous game? Yes. Did we compete the two previous games, Cavs and Cavs? Yes. Did we compete today? No. It's something that you can control. If you're going to go out there and you're not going to compete, you're not going to win the game. Sometimes you compete yourself and you don't win the game. But at least just give yourself a chance. You know, we came to New York. We played great last night. We came to New York. We lost by 30. We don't compete. You know, are we okay with not competing? I don't know. I'm not okay with that. So we got to do a better job competing. We got Boston in 2 days. You don't compete, you're going to lose by 30. Simple as that.
Obviously, you're a little frustrated. I understand that, given the start you guys have had. Obviously, though, as a leader of the group, how do you keep everybody's heads in a good place when you're trying to dig out of a hole like the one you guys are in?
You got to empower your teammates. You got to empower your teammates, and you got to be honest with them. You got to tell them the truth. You gotta keep yourself accountable also. Try to play better. Try to figure out ways to be more efficient. Get to spots that you can help your teammates, more. That's pretty much it. But you gotta, at the end of the day, win or lose, you gotta go in next practice, next game with the same mentality, the same. Your teammates can never see your head down. As a leader of the team, your head can not be down. You can be frustrated at times, for sure. I'm frustrated. If you're not frustrated with losing, get out of here. Simple as that, But at the end of the day, we have another one in 2 days. We got to be ready.
Is there more frustration, given the fact that you guys finally break the losing streak yesterday, you have a chance to build some momentum, and you come in, and like you said, the first half, there's runouts for layups, there's offensive rebounds, there's some effort stuff that you like to clean up?
There's a lot of things that we can clean up and do better. It starts with competing. We got to compete. As I said, teams won't feel bad about us. They want us to keep on losing. They're not going to be, that's 5 games below 500. Let's get them back on track so they can make the playoffs. It's not going to work that way. You got to go out there and earn it. And don't take it for granted. You don't have a lot of times in your life that you're going to come in MSG and compete. I feel like sometimes we take it for granted. I'm a guy that don't take it for granted and I try to compete whenever I can.